Hey guys, how you doing? I've taken a little bit of time to reflect on last night's result. The final score being Liverpool 5, Arsenal 5. Liverpool, of course, progressing through penalties. Now, I'm going to keep this rather brief. It's the League Cup. We've all got differing opinions on it, but my overriding feeling going into this game was it was an important one. Irrespective of what you think of the League Cup, the Carabao Cup, it's a competition that I don't hold in too much high regard, to be honest. I'm not too bothered about last night's result, if I'm being frank. I'm fussed with the defeat and the way we lost the game. The fact that we squandered a 2-goal advantage, not once but twice. And given that we've already done that this season against Palace at the weekend and Watford, that's 4 times we have squandered a 2-goal advantage so far this season. And doing it twice in the same game is indicative of Unai Emery's Arsenal team in a minute. But I'm not going to make this too much about the manager. I think you all know my stance on him, and I just don't want to be repeating myself. But conceding in the last kick of the game effectively with Divock Origi, scoring that brilliant goal, to be fair, it's a real hammer blow. It's really sickening because winning that game, even though we were playing a load of understrength Liverpool players, it was a heavily rotated Liverpool side. It featured a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, couple of 18-year-olds. I mean, it's a very, very weak team, but they did have Premier League players in there: Lallana, Keita, Gomez, Chamberlain, Milner. I mean, it wasn't the completely understrength side that the media will have you believe, but it was still a Liverpool side that I feel like we should have had the beating of. But this was an Arsenal team that still had young players in it as well. I feel like people don't talk about our youth because we see them so often now, and it seems like they're more experienced, but the reality is they're not. Someone like Saka is 18, Martinelli is 18. How good is he, by the way? Scored so many goals already this season. He's a fantastic talent that we've got in our hands, and I just hope he gets to start in the Premier League sooner rather than later because he is just so tenacious. He's so good in the box. Absolutely love this guy, and it was a good night for everyone. I feel like Mustafi scored the own goal, and I think he really picked himself up after that. I thought he had a not amazing game, not a terrible game, apart from his counterpart Rob Holding, who I thought had a really dreadful game, if I'm being brutally honest. I thought he really struggled last night. But going forward, I mean, Mesut Ozil came back into the team, which is of course a massive talking point, and played a part in all 4 goals that we scored before his substitution. And he was immaculate throughout his time on the pitch. And I hope that his substitution, at the time I was furious with it, to be honest. I was so angry with him coming off the pitch. But I'm hoping that he gets a start against Wolves now. I sincerely hope that is in the manager's mind. And the same with Lucas Torreira, with of course the controversy surrounding Granit Xhaka. There's an opportunity there for Lucas Torreira to stake a claim in this Arsenal midfield now. Very exciting to see. I mean, the game was exciting. It was entertaining. It's probably one of the more exciting Arsenal games that I've watched in recent weeks. And it was a game that, to be fair, even though we've lost, I really did enjoy because we saw attacking flair, we saw attacking intent, something we haven't seen basically this season under Unai Emery. So Ozil played a huge part in that. But as did the players around him. I thought Saka creating the goal for Martinelli was excellent. Martinelli leading the line was excellent. Maitland-Niles was terrific, I thought. His crossing can be improved for sure, but he beats men at every opportunity. I thought he had a very good game. Really wanted to prove a point after what was a poor game last week against Vitoria. So hats off to him. Had a very good game. I'm disappointed we lost. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on that one. But it's the League Cup. And I don't think that it's Arsenal's priority at the moment. If we can take the positives from this game and bring them into the match against Wolverhampton Wanderers at the weekend, then this will be a beneficial game to us for sure, especially if someone like Mesut Ozil starts. So I think it's imperative that he starts in that game. But I'm not going to dwell on this game for too long. At the time, I was furious, and I'm glad I've taken a bit of time to reflect on it before expressing my thoughts. But next up is Wolves. Massive game for Arsenal, and of course Unai Emery's got to be winning that game. I'm unfortunately away this weekend, so I am going to miss the match, which means there will be no coverage of that game, but I'm sure you're not going to miss me too much. Anyway guys, on that note, please do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, I'll be speaking to you I'm away this weekend, so not so soon, but some point next week. See you later guys.